to Goons Games and Gear, the sexiest gaming podcast in the world.
Sadly, it did not do the iCarly theme.
Yeah, man, I was hyped.
That could be one of our down the road projects. We do a parody of it, but it's just Goons Games and Gear. I think that could work. What do you think?
Yeah.
I think we could do it.
I like it.
Hey, we're back. I still have my Zach plush. Derek got his poster fixed. We got Happy Rob here. Or Happy Dead Dondus. We got Edgy Editor. Everyone's here. It's Goons Gone Wild. That's right. I need some kind of I don't know, soundbite for that. But
victory screech.
Okay. That's enough.
Rip headphone users.
Yeah,
really though. So yeah, we're back. Let's talk about some stuff. First of all, thank you for the huge explosion TikTok followers. If any of you are somehow listening or going to listen, that one of our videos popped off magically, which was kind of nuts. Because we mostly give up on TikTok, but hey, here we are. The Chinese overlords are just like, you know what? We're not gonna let you get to 1,000. We're really close because we were stuck on 276 for or 270 for months.
Forever.
And then I come out with a Meat Canyon reaction video or short, and bam, we got them all. Anyway, we are Goons Games and Gear. This is Goons Gone Wild, where there's 4 of us instead of 2 stupid people. This is a cloud-based podcast, so everything's through the internet, so there might be some hiccups, so unfortunately just deal with it until we all move in together and get that streaming house going, which by my calculations will be in 22 years. I already introduced you guys.
Nah, I'll be unalived by then.
Huh?
You think I'm gonna make it another 22 years?
I think
Yes.
so. I think
I'm already 67, man.
Wow, you look great for your age.
Next, you'll be telling us you're 420 years old. Blaze it.
No, I said 67. All right, I didn't say I was 69.
Anyway,
Shut up, Rob.
You know what we're talking about today? We're talking about video game villains. But before we get into that, we're sponsored by no one, so someone should sponsor us. And
we have no ad rolls.
We have no ad rolls, so this is the good part. You join us now, you enjoy ad-free viewing. That could change soon because we might hit YouTube partner.
Right. We could be huge at any moment.
Any moment.
Honey's on the line. I could call them. They're best friends. I was giving them some really good words before.
Yeah. Were you?
Yeah, I clipped it too. I want to start this with a rant that's kind of unrelated, but you guys ever see, probably not George or Rob, but there's these videos where YouTubers I made a secret channel and did these steps to get it to, grow. Have you guys ever heard of these?
Oh yeah, it's the secret to monetization.
Where it's
I made a secret channel and in 3 months I was rich.
Right. Yeah. I hate those videos. Not because they do it, but because obviously they're not starting it the same way they did before. They have this insane equipment that no one has, and it's I started this new channel. And this is how I grew so fast. You grew so fast because you have a 4K camera. You have all this equipment after the fact,
right.
No one starts it with a crappy webcam like the rest of us have. And it just annoys the crap out of me. It's dude, I'm trying to learn something from you, and you don't obviously
you're just showboating in my face. That's all you're doing.
Okay, what I did was I actually just took subscribers from my bigger channel, and then
I told everybody, hey, I'm making this video. Can you all go subscribe to this other channel?
Right. So I don't know. That's I'm gonna try and start this with a rant because I just been more pissed off recently. And so yeah. All right. So ultimate video game villains. I'm gonna go first here. I'm gonna say Donkey Kong, and now you're gonna think he's not a villain, and yes, he was. He took Paulina. He threw barrels at Mario. I mean, we assumed he died, but he didn't. And he's just, I mean,
now he's Seth Rogen, dude. I mean, that's the greatest villain of all.
Now he's Seth Rogen. Yeah. I don't know. I mean, okay, technically he was a villain for a little bit, and then I don't know why they decided to make him a good guy, but there he is. I think we could see a reverse redemption. I think they could make another Donkey Kong game where he's a villain. I'd love to see it.
I would too, actually.
Mario's hey, Donkey Kong, and Donkey just beats the shit out of him. I mean,
just
Dog
pulverizes him.
Then he walks
what
over.
What are you doing?
Then he walks over and bro hugs Bowser, and he's like, "All right, let's get it."
Right,
I think
let's do it.
I think Bowser's a crappy villain. He doesn't. He hasn't. What has he accomplished?
Nothing.
He doesn't do anything. His minions do everything for him. He's there at the end of the game and dies.
Yeah, but I mean, isn't that the mark of a true villain? When you get to the point where you don't have to do anything, you can have the minions to do that. That's like mob boss level.
You're just
I mean,
rich.
Right. The most villainous thing is he like sacrifices his children to the Italian plumber and like uses them as a meat shield.
Actually, the Koopa kids aren't his children biologically. They're just like agents of mayhem, but Koopa kid actually. But Bowser Jr. is his kid.
Right. So he's sacrificing his only son then.
Although if he possibly might be a rapist. Like we don't know who Bowser Jr.'s mom is, and he only has.
It's obviously Peach.
Yeah, exactly. So like, was it consensual? Who knows? You know.
I mean, I keep saying it. Peach leaves willingly.
Yeah.
Mario is
Like,
the real villain, making her go back to her
Wait,
castle and her
wait.
pampered life. She doesn't want that. She wants to slum it with Bowser.
I think by that logic, Peach is the real villain. She makes
yeah.
like.
I
That
think you might
whore.
need to lay off the adult art there. It's not going the way you think it's going, pal.
We don't look. You don't know. I mean, how does Peach get captured every time? She has yet to like bring a gun to stop these kidnappings.
You don't have guns in Mario, you reprobate.
You ever heard of Bullet Bill? Checkmate.
They got cannons.
Bonsai
They got
Bill,
things that
Bullet
shoot
Bill,
normal
literal bullets.
cannonballs.
So I can just disable my video and just drop out at any time, right?
I mean, it honestly kind of screw over my other layout, but yeah, you could. You could do that. It would just be mean. Let's see here. Sparky says, an ultimate villain is the player on the bad side of the Fable series, throwing away thousands of lives to bring back your dog in the second game, and me raising everyone's taxes when I own the kingdom. Damn.
Dude, well, that's what happens when you kill my dog, right? So,
I mean,
I'll burn this whole kingdom down.
I mean, yeah. For a dog? Like, kill my wife, kill my kids, but don't kill my dog.
Rob, you ever play Fable?
No, I've never gotten the chance to.
Well, fun fact, it's a cool game where you can actually get an STD and you can become the king.
Slowly die from it.
Yeah, you slowly die from it. I think it was actually herpes, right? That was the...
Yeah.
You could get herpes. It was pretty
They
honestly
really don't.
revolutionary.
They don't make games like they used to anymore.
Really? Yeah, really though. I mean, name another game where you get herpes.
What you're saying is I could mod in like syphilis or something?
I mean, I'm sure you could, but this was like back in the 360 era, even before. No, the first Fable was on Xbox, I believe.
Yeah.
And then the other two was on 360, and then everyone wants to make another one, but they won't. But yeah, no, you can become the ultimate villain in that game, which is kind of cool.
I want them to make another game.
Are you really a villain though? If you're just trying to save your dog, like yeah, you sacrifice thousands of souls, but it's for a good dog.
I mean, we can make that argument. Is John Wick a villain? I wouldn't say so.
Oh no, he's
not at all. Yeah,
it's the same thing. He sacrificed millions of people.
Yeah, but those people were bad people. Like what?
You don't know what these villagers do.
Well, I mean, everyone that John Wick has murked have had guns and shot at him without like John Wick pulling first. So
all of them.
I can't think of a single one that was a good person.
I mean, good is subjective, right? Like we can.
Okay, now we know George is the villain in here, but
the ultimate villain. We found him.
The ultimate villain. Rob, who's a villain in your eyes? Who's like a big villain that you'd say, you know what? I wouldn't mess with that guy.
A villain that I wouldn't mess with. Handsome Jack.
What exactly did he do?
Handsome Jack was just kind of a dick. He just, lied, cheat, murdered, and stole his way through Hyperion, and then managed to just ruin a metric shit ton of lives. I mean, Christ. He told what was her name? Helena Pierce, I think her name was. That her face looked like a skag barfed on it or something like that.
Yeah, but that's just mean. I mean, like, you could be...
like she headbutted a belt sander and made her give her whole sob story about it to try and, placate him and keep the town safe. And then he shot her in the skull and was like, Wilhelm, kill these savages. And just literally guillotined an entire town. And he's just a whole game. He's just doing this smarmy, dickish nonsense. Roland got killed because of him. Lives got ruined because of him. That's a good villain. Handsome Jack is a good villain.
Let's see.
And use his daughter as a battery. That's correct.
He was like king of the psychos in this like psycho world.
Oh, I never finished Borderlands 2. I got extremely bored with it, and then I kept trying other ones, and for some reason, I think the only one that actually clicks with me is 3 because I can be a mech suit, and that's like I love being in a mech suit.
Which is ironic because it had the weakest story out of all 3.
Oh yeah, that's what I heard. Like I never beat it, but like the story is abysmal.
Can you beat one of these games, please?
I beat one, and I wasn't like a huge fan.
All right, fair.
I beat the Giant Monster, and I did not feel satisfied with my
the Vagina Demon.
Vagina Demon. Hi, George. What do you think? What's a big baddie?
I mean, I could go with probably an obvious answer to anybody who's listened to me in any of the previous podcasts and go with Albert Wesker, pre Resident Evil 5. But I think for this topic, I actually wanted to talk about the villain. Shit, what was his name?
Scar from the Lion
No,
King
yes,
game?
no. Scar was a hero.
Goodbye, Mufasa.
He knew that Mufasa wasn't the right leader. Okay, he paved the way for Simba to be great.
He speed ran Simba into the King of the Lion.
Yeah, exactly. He power leveled him real fast. No, I actually, Derek, you might have to help me remember his name, but the villain in Far Cry 3, like
Voss.
Oh. Yes. I think Voss is up there.
Oh, he's a really cool villain. Like he was very interesting, kind of attractive.
I mean, and he really compelled you to be like, you know what? I don't like this guy. I'm going to do this. Like Far Cry 4, when I was playing that, I'm like, I don't really care that much. Like, didn't compel me to play the game.
I just want to point something out here. Sparky Smith in comments says, was Voss really a villain?
No.
He sold your brother to a rapist. He
killed half of your friends in the beginning of the game.
He enslaves like half your friends and kills the others. He also ties you to a brick and almost forces you to drown.
He's like a crime lord boss.
Depending on the ending, depending on the ending, you sleep with his sister, who then murders you. I don't know. I thought you were so upset with Voss that
semantics.
I didn't turn anything off though.
Semantics. I agree, Sparky. This is all semantics.
I mean, yeah, you did redeem yourself by banging his sister, but he's still a villain, right? I mean, he tortures people. He's also he was in Better Call Saul, the actor.
Oh, was he?
True.
Oh yeah. It looked exactly like him too, which is kind of crazy. Oh man, I miss Far Cry 3 was so good.
Far Cry 3 was really good.
This is a Far Cry episode. Let's talk about Far Cry.
All right, episode's over. I broke it.
Let's see. Derek, what do you got?
I assume we're going to talk about multiple. So
yeah.
My first one's going to be Majora. Like the actual mask.
The mask. Oh, the mask.
It's literally a mask that's a parasite that controls whoever puts it on. And he was like, screw it. I'm going to destroy the world by crashing the moon into the planet. Why? I don't know. Why not?
I hate everyone. I'm a mask.
It can also create like... Can it also create like alternate realities? And that's why there's the whole like going back in time thing? Or is that...
Yeah, it was like used in like, I forget what the like actual lore is, but it was like cursed or something. It was used in like rituals and became like sentient and evil. So but like as opposed to Ganon, who has like, there's like a reason Ganon does what he does. The mask is literally just like evil. It's just like, I want everything to die and be consumed. And
semantics. I think the mask is actually a hero. He knows that Hyrule is cursed and plagued, and he's just trying to start from scratch.
That's right.
While noble, I don't think using a moon is gonna.
You could do it in a better way, I'm sure.
Oh, great boss battle, though. Like, also, speaking of which, I'd like to reference these boss battles. Bowser, terrible boss battle. They don't change anything. He's never interesting, other than like Mario 3D World where he climbs up a tower as a cat. Voss, that was actually kind of disappointing because I think they bring him back. I think he's in some kind of DLC. Who did Rob say? Rob said I think it was like Miss Pac-Man, right? Oh,
Handsome Jack.
Handsome Jack. Did he get sucked into the vault? Was that the end?
Nope. He woke up the warrior. You fight the warrior, and then you kill him afterwards. Oh, well, you fight him, then you fight the warrior, then you get to shoot him in the face.
Right. Majora's so cool where you go Fierce Deity and then smash, bang, boom.
Another huge villain, Miltank from Pokemon.
Whitney's Miltank? That's actually a villain. That made kids cry.
Whitney's Miltank, yes. I'll put that in.
Miltanks, though.
Her milky tanks?
Semantics, though. Is that Miltank really... Like, it's there to make the kids go back to school and focus on their studies because they're trash at the game.
A villain. Yeah, really? That's a villain. That's like,
making
I want to beat that cow.
It's reducing kids thinking that they're better than they are. Know your role. Stay in your lane. Go back to school. You're trash at this game.
Oh, man, that thing pissed me off so much. Fucking rollout. Screw rollout. Screw Flash. I just don't like this. And Milton didn't have Flash, but it's
just go grab a Geodude. Like, what are you doing?
I don't want Geodude. He's boring.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh god. It was Rob Partner Pokemon. Oh no. The Alolan Geodude, love it. Anyway, do you think? I mean, realistically, Bowser would get demolished by Majora, but
absolutely.
Yeah. I'm trying to think. Like, what about Gandondorf though? Could he beat Majora? Maybe find love.
So
Gandondorf is like he'd just get resurrected again. So I mean,
so I know there's a picture that goes around where it's just from like a Senor Pelo on YouTube, where it's just Mickey and the coronavirus just sucking face. I kind of imagine that if those two meet, Ganondorf and Majora would just be like, oh.
What the?
Yeah, I mean, I get his if A equals B equals C, then A equals C, right? So like Ganon I assume would just like put Majora on, but like
it'd be like eating ass.
Yeah.
How did you get that? I guess the back of the mask would be his ass. So
I'm just kind of in the mood for some dark chocolate. Not mean. Wink.
That's it. This is now like which villains would eat ass? That's first again.
Didn't we do that last week?
I don't.
No, that was who lays the best pipe.
Yeah, that's different.
Same semantics. It's all semantics.
It's not semantics. It's a deliberately different act from.
What about Yami Merrick? What are our thoughts? Do you think he's a top tier?
He is so badass. Oh my god, what an anime villain, dude! Like I was actually afraid.
Yami Merrick.
Yami
I
didn't hear it. I thought he just vomited. Yeah, no, Merrick was.
With the wing dragon of Ra, dude. It's like goodbye, Joey. Kills him.
Yeah, but Joey was gonna win. He literally like.
He didn't get to play the card, and then his sister finally regains her sight just to see Joey die.
You're a loser, Joey. You're a loser.
Tristan bangs his sister while he's unconscious.
You big baby, you make me sick.
Yeah, Tristan slams her ham while right on top of him while he's unconscious in the bed.
God,
what a turbo chat.
Are you gonna watch the championship game where it's Yugi versus Merrick?
No, we're gonna keep an eye on Joey. No. We're just gonna make sure you were here.
Hey, do you got? Hey, Charity. Do you think it's cool if we just lay Joey on the floor and take his hospital bed?
Yeah. No, it'd be on him. He's like unconscious. Like he's not gonna wake up. He's in the shadow realm. It's like it's a weird kink, but Tristan's into it.
Yeah.
What about
Dungeon
Pegasus?
Dice bitch gets the sloppy seconds
Nah.
from that. So
I would say nah on Pegasus.
You think he's a villain? He literally trapped Yugi's grandpa in the Shadow Realm and Mokuba.
He was a villain while he was like, what was it? He was just like possessed, right, by like the Shadow Realm, and then Yugi breaks his like mind at the end of it. He's like a good guy later on.
Yeah, no,
Well, yeah, he doesn't have
like,
his Millennium Eye, so what's he gonna do? Like,
it's the corrupting
he's just
force
a
of
rich
the
douche.
yeah. It's kind of like Bakura, right? Like Yami Bakura
Right.
could be a villain for sure, but Bakura himself was not.
Yeah, but
It-
Yami
it's a-
Bakura was the spirit of Zork versus there was no spirit possessing Pegasus. It was just
Right.
the-
He was just a dick.
a dick. Language. He's just a dick. He's just a dick. I can see that. Oh man, I was that's a good call. That's a good call. Let's see here. What's another oh what about Great Mighty Pooh? Rob, you played Conquer, right?
Yeah.
So I'm pretty sure I have that whole entire song memorized and committed to
Oh, yeah.
memory.
You never saw my back tattoo? It's the lyrics. It's like
It's
It goes
"You
right
are
down
the
to my
great
ass
mighty Pooh
where the
I'm
mighty
going
Pooh
to
is
throw."
hanging out.
So
with
you're
the
you're
hand.
telling me that on the entirety of your back, I'm absolutely going to cut you off, by the way, just so you know.
No,
You're telling me on the entirety of your back is I am the great mighty Pooh, and I'm going to throw my shit at you. A huge supply of Tish comes from my chocolate starfish. How about some scat, you little twat?
yeah, and then the other, the rest of it, and it
And then,
keeps
do
going
you
down
really
to the
think
sheep.
you'll survive in here? You don't seem to know which creek you're in. Sweet corn is the only thing that makes it through my rear. How do you think I keep this lovely grin?
Ding.
And then, now I'm really getting rather mad. You're like a niggly, tiggly, shitty little tag nut. When I've knocked you out with all my bab, I'm going to take your head and ram you up my butt.
Your butt.
My butt.
Your butt.
That's right, my butt.
Your
My
butt.
My butt. That whole entire thing is on your back.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Okay,
And, yeah. And like the part where he's like he's as an opera singer, his mouth is completely open. That's like right where the chocolate factory is. If you catch my drift. My butt. Like I don't know who highlighted that, but good
I
job.
got you. Don't worry, Skeeter. I
My
got
butt.
you.
There's only one other person who can highlight it. We've been over this.
George.
We'll
I
fix
didn't
that
ask for
next time.
sass. I just asked you to be on part of this episode as a panelist. I don't know why you're yelling at me. I had a long day, and I don't
me
need
too.
this kind of sass. Yeah.
Uh,
So I'm just saying. What about Ridley? Didn't Ridley like murk Samus's parents?
yeah.
Samus's planet of KD, I think it was like KD2L or something like, or whatever the hell it was called. Basically killed that whole entire colony right in front of her, and then the Chozo found her and turned her into the super soldier she is today. And yeah, and now Ridley is just her bitch.
Huh. But is Ridley a boy or girl?
Boy.
Now does Ridley lay it? Like
But you shouldn't be misgendering people or assuming genders. That's
why I was asking.
a no-no. That's a no-no.
You know who's also a giant douche, but not I'm not sure he's really a villain, Psycho Mantis. Like
Yes.
he's just like kind of a dick.
Well, George, did you play Suikoden? He did ask if you have a save file on there.
Not of that game. No, he asked me a different question.
What did he ask you?
What the hell are we talking about?
Yeah,
Psycho
where did that come from?
We're talking about Psycho Mantis. He literally
oh.
reads your memory card and regurgitates a title.
Oh yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
right, but the way you phrase it,
Idiot.
sounds like
I thought someone asked if you
Right,
you
that's what- yeah,
played
that's
Suikoden.
Another I don't know if we can categorize as a villain, but I know it hates me. What about RNG just in general? Is RNG an entity? Does RNGesus really exist? And if they do, gotta be a villain, right?
Well, that's why you use weighted die, just get the high rolls by it. Dude, weighted die, I use that in all my characters. It's like, how do you get 4 nat 20s? I don't know, man, but
Yeah, but in video games, you don't have that opportunity.
it's called modding.
Then what's the
What
point of
about,
playing?
What about Shao
what-
Kahn?
Shao Kahn?
Yeah, is he a villain?
Yeah,
Or he
he's
just
a
wants
villain.
homeland. Oh.
No, he wants everybody else's homeland.
So
He's just like
he knows what he wants.
He
literally, he's
cheats.
Genghis Khan, literally.
Yeah, he basically.
Huh.
He cheats at the rules of Mortal Kombat if he loses to force another tournament right away, and in hopes of defeating the weakened warriors, so that after 10 victories he can basically absorb their realm into his. So, yeah, I mean,
I just sounds like Command and Conquer with extra steps.
well, yeah, he's a conqueror.
Command and Silly, more like.
Oh, Robert. I'm sorry, Derek. Did I cut you off?
I was gonna say, what about Gladys?
Yes, from Portal.
It's Gladys. What
Yes.
is it? What is their motive? Like, what do they care?
She enslaves you to do the tests in order to. She was like made to curate all these tests, but then she like
Sounds like
grew
school to me.
sentient and
Yeah.
was like, "No, you have to keep taking the tests until you're perfect." Basically,
I mean, it sounds like Catholic school. Like, I'm
yeah,
not
pretty much.
the real villain. Sorry if I
Let's
triggered.
hear
you.
it for the religious trauma. Woo.
What about Bidoof?
Bidoof's a guy.
Bidoof.
He's like actually the most wholesome character I've ever seen.
He was a villain. Golden Bidoof was a villain in Pokemon Rusty.
Yeah, but that's not.
Yes, Rob.
The only villain here is you right now.
But I'm pointing out, look, the hard hitting questions. What if under Bidoof's perfect shell is force of evil?
No. Under Bidoof's plush exterior shell is a friend.
The best friend. Yeah, I mean, George, if you keep playing with that fidget, I'm gonna strangle you.
One of my favorite villains is Ansem from Kingdom Hearts because he literally just makes an army of himself because he's the only one smart enough and the only one he can trust.
That sounds awesome. That sounds like Metacooler. That sounds right.
Right?
That's pretty sweet. I think it's a good idea. Does he win?
He gets pretty close, but
Huh.
you know, the power of friendship and that kind of bullshit.
The power of
prevail in the
friendship,
end.
yelling, blonde hair,
and Disney copyright.
spam.
We will prevail.
Will prevail. You know, honestly, I think people give Dr. Robotnik or Eggman, like I think they underestimate him. He actively tortures animals by making them into robots. He
Right.
like he literally basically decimates an entire landscape just to get robo pets, which again is just torture. I mean, I don't know why he hasn't just nuked Sonic and his team, but he has that option.
Right. All he's got to do is wait until he's standing still and like shoot him.
Egg.
It's
Hey.
it's the same dynamic, right, as the Joker and Batman. Like they need each other. It's kind of a love thing.
Yeah, but Joker actively doesn't kill Batman because it's too much fun. Versus, I think Eggman.
He tries to in Arkham. What was that? Asylum, right? When he takes the serum.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, that's fair. That's
He was close to doing it, and then he's dead, and then Batman goes crazy.
What about Waluigi and Mario? Is that like a hardcore villain?
He's
Nah.
actually a menace.
He's just a dude.
Him and Wario.
He's causing a problem. He's just a dude.
Yeah.
So again, it's all a matter of perspective. What about for you guys? I'm sure Rob is going to be on my side and say not a villain, but Virgil from Devil May Cry.
Virgil did nothing wrong.
He's an anti-hero, isn't he?
I mean, he's a. I mean, in my heart, he's not a villain. He's just a really cool older or twin brother. But
Right.
he literally wants to enslave humans for being inferior, even though he's half human. And he also
Virgil did nothing wrong.
Well, I think a dog that keeps stopping him, but he hasn't actually been able to succeed. But he's so cool though. I let him get away with anything. That's how cool he is.
Virgil sips all four of us.
Yeah, but so here's my question to you, if that's the case.
How am I so hot? Well, it goes back to when I was younger.
Where's your motivation?
Are you motivated?
Virgil's motivation?
No, are you motivated? Where
do
is
what?
the motivation
For what?
Where's your motivation, Derek?
I don't know. Where is it?
You know who's one of the worst villains?
King Deity has done nothing. Oh, okay.
Yeah,
DDD
actually,
is a hero.
he's garbage.
He's a hero.
I was gonna say Cortex, who literally loses to a bandicoot.
Let my man retire to a nice big beach
No,
with a nice big drink.
I'm not.
And a woman with nice big bags of ice for her aching head.
I've never played any of the Crash Bandicoot games, but he seems like a total loser and actually hasn't achieved anything.
No,
he hasn't.
No, he hasn't.
So, like, why don't they just invent just a real gun, like not a ray gun, just like a pure metal, a Smith and Wesson, and just pop Bandicoot? Like you can't dodge it, right?
Yeah, but where's the fun in that?
Well, where's the fun in losing all the time?
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Do better.
I don't know. Some of these guys are trying their best, and it's just clearly not enough. And I don't really know where to begin helping that.
Yeah, we should hold like a therapy session for villains. Just like you're all losers.
I don't
in your
know,
own right.
man. Why do we keep losing?
What about Louis from Pikmin 2 and onward?
I didn't play the Pikmin, so
That was like a big, didn't see it coming.
Right? Isn't Louis like an evil agent of mayhem?
Yeah, pretty much. He's just there for chaos.
No, he is chaos.
He's chaos.
another
Coas?
up for interpretation, right? Character. I know we're supposed to be talking villains, but it keeps getting me thinking about other
Oh, that's fine.
types of characters. What about Revan from Knights of the Old Republic?
It's been too long. I don't know who that is.
He's technically bad. He joins the Sith, but I think it ends up being like a Darth Vader situation anyway, where he kind of like redeems himself at the end.
He turns it
was
around,
a Jedi
turns
Knight.
Jedi, and then the Old Republic character assassinates him and just murks him to some nameless MMO pro tag.
Yeah, literally. It's sad. Sad but true. Revan though, kind of dope.
What about Zeus?
He's like Father of the Year.
I haven't played God of War. I
kills their
Rob, you're killing me.
Who
Stop
kills
what
their
you're doing.
stepdaughter and grandchild and is you're
all
God
of
now.
the
I did it for you.
All Pantheon do that.
Yeah. It's one of the best games ever made. Go do it. Go play it. It's a great story of father-son love. And that's God of War is literally a father-son love story. I don't think there's any other way to describe it.
I have to throw a name out there too, for some of
Gary from SpongeBob, right?
Yes.
Plankton.
Biggest villain. No, Kefka from Final Fantasy VI.
Yeah, hard agree.
Kefka's dope. Yeah.
Kefka is dope.
He actually gets to succeed in what he wanted to do.
Yeah.
And you know what? Arguably, Kefka is pretty hot. Yeah.
Isn't there someone in
Clussy?
who,
He's got Clussy fever.
Bro, I don't know how well you can see it, but in the back by my Persona 5 mask, Hisoka is just chilling over there. So
he's down.
And on that back wall behind me.
What about the Enclave?
See.
All
right, Rob, break it down for us.
Yeah, break it down. What about the Enclave? Are they villains?
Okay, so there literally is nothing redeemable about the Enclave. I'm just going to preface that. They are willing to shit on the wasteland in order to get what they want, which is a pure America. I'm not going to make excuses for it, especially with, Fallout the Frontier nonsense and all that shit and how everything there fucking went. But they were a significant problem within the wasteland. You already have the Brotherhood of Steel, which are basically technophiles. Technophile monks would be how I would really prescribe that. These are their technology turned up to a higher degree, whereas, they always see, the Brotherhood of Steel with laser rifles and pew pew. The Enclave are several metric tons of power armor that is more advanced than the T-45 and T-51 series power armors, and plasma weapons that literally just look at lasers and laugh because they can't do the cool shit that plasma weapons can. Now, there have been a lot of entities that show up. Like you have Dick Richardson in Fallout 2. I want to say that was Vault-Tec back then. There's John Henry Eden in Fallout 3. Just to name a couple of significant examples. I'm sure there's one in 76, but I couldn't be fucked to give care about 76. But the Enclave's main biggest problem towards them is even if they have the tech, even if they have the training, their biggest enemy is always themselves. And it's, two, awesome fight. You literally could not go towards the west section of the map without getting your shit pushed in by these guys. 3, fuck you, Todd. That's all I'm gonna say.
So could you answer the question then? Are they
good villain?
Okay.
In 2.
In 2, but they're redeemed in 3.
No, they were not good in 3.
What about 4?
They weren't in 4.
Why not?
Because Todd Howard.
Todd Howard, you son of a bitch.
He done it again.
What about what's his name? The dragon creature in Dig Dug. Like, is that the real villain of Dig Dug?
Yeah.
I'm not up on the deep Dig Dug lore.
Oh, you're not? Okay. So Dig Dug's trying to prevent these like under the surface monsters from getting to the surface and mass murdering the human race. So he has to pump them full of air to make them explode.
So what you're saying is he is invading their homes and murdering them in their own home?
No,
he's doing it before they can do.
He's invading their homes and forcing his inflation fetish on them.
Right.
I don't think he gets an erection from it.
He
but
uses a penis
wrong.
pump to do it. Yeah.
That's fair. We don't know that, but you could be right.
True.
What is what's his
about
name?
The elusive man from Mass Effect?
I did not play enough Mass Effect to really chime in, to be honest.
I mean,
as much as I know people will be like, what is wrong
doesn't
with you?
doesn't
There's a
really
lot
do
wrong
much.
with me.
well, the Reapers are like possessing him technically the whole time, so it's really the Reapers.
Right.
And are the Reapers even villains? Like, aren't they just out to
They're
do
just
like a cosmic
alien.
reset?
Yeah, I don't know.
Just
They're
alien.
like not bad. It's not a bad guy. They're just doing bad things.
What about all the women who reject Leisure Suit Larry? I feel like
Yes.
like
Yes.
also Zelda. Hear me out. She literally every time you save Link, she does nothing. She doesn't, offer herself. She doesn't even go on a date.
You don't
with
get married. You're just
Yeah.
buds. She just like fist pumps you and then walks away.
Thanks.
Yeah, because she was
I'll
too
see you in
busy
the next
getting
life.
the Gerudo meat.
Yeah. Getting those Gerudo gauntlets in the ass or something. I don't know.
Oh, fuck.
That big Goron sword.
Oh, do you think she's ever just gotten in a whole gang for relations with Gorons?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
What do you suppose their nut tastes like if they are on like a strict
Rock.
Jesus Christ, Rob.
Rocks. It tastes like dirt. Yeah.
Rock salt.
It's chocolate. Ooh, rock salt.
Rock salt.
I like it.
Obviously, rock salt.
Yeah.
It's like that's another tier list. Like
Oh, that's so
nut
good.
taste of all.
Oh, God.
The best nutting.
Gour's got rock salt.
What about Pyramid Head?
Uh,
Silent
Hill
2.
Are they real? I thought it's all like a figment of your imagination.
Or is that what you just told yourself? So you don't have to believe they're real.
Yeah, I mean, I don't want to believe they're real.
I don't
If
know.
you
Maybe I
believe,
want to believe that.
then you believe.
What about Pain from the Akatsuki?
I thought we were talking about video game villains, though.
There's Naruto games, right? We talked about Yami Merrick. We can talk about Pain.
I mean,
Aren't
he's
they-
kind of a sensitive bitch because his friend died, so he's
Ooh.
going to murder everyone.
Right. He's like, this world shall know pain. And then Naruto comes in. He's like, hey, don't hurt my boo.
Look, if you want me to know pain, I'll just stub my toe. Like that's real pain.
Right.
I don't know what you have
My
to make it
parents
so
sealed
hard.
a demon in me and then died. I already know pain.
There, why'd you bring that up? Now I was gonna think about that video, and it's just like I can't. Is Team Rocket really villains? They haven't actually accomplished anything. Like they want to be.
Giovanni definitely is because he
what
like
he done.
Well, he has like useful Team Rocket members. Jesse, James, and Meowth are just
they're
comedic
useless
relief at this point.
But like, what did they accomplish? Like
They own a casino.
Slowpoke tails.
I mean, well, what's the difference between Slowpoke tails and like just fishing? I mean, like,
right?
You know, like just.
I feel like a better one for this would probably be Team Plasma.
And any of the Pokemon villain.
Plasma got the
teams.
closest, right? To fulfilling their goal.
Yeah, Plasma literally took over the
no.
Pokemon League.
No, it was the other one.
No, Aqua. And,
it was in
Aqua and Magma
Aqua
because they
and
literally
Magma was literally just they woke a Pokemon up. It
now
fucked
their
up the world.
Yeah,
and
their
they're like,
plan
oh
was
no,
stupid.
what have I done? Help me!
They
fix
literally
my
hold on.
Okay.
They literally accomplished what they set out to do, which was like flood or overheat the world. Then they realized how stupid that was, but they still accomplished it. I'm sure people actually died. There's no way no one died from those.
Team
weather
Plasma
events.
took over the Pokemon League.
That was Gen 5, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, okay, it took over Pokemon League, but did that hurt anyone? No.
Yeah.
They just what? Your pride?
Yes.
I'm sorry, Derek. You were saying something?
Getz should have had.
No, their plans were so
level.
stupid. It was like Aqua was like, all right, we're gonna flood the world, but like you have no land to live on. You need the land, idiot.
Right.
And then Magma was like, yeah, we're gonna dry up the ocean. We need the ocean for stuff. All right, come on.
Look at that stupid. Doesn't mean they didn't get away with it. Like it.
Oh no, no.
Like it had to have led to actual death versus like Rocket. Okay, they steal Pokemon if they even get away with it. What was Gen 4? That was
Gen 4 was Plasma.
no Galactic, right? No, Gen 5 was
Galactic. Yeah,
and he wanted to like combine Hell and Heaven or something. Is that
something like that? Yeah. It
Here's
was
the
like
real
Space
question.
and Time.
Plasma
was the only. Yeah,
when we get a Pokemon gang that like their objective is to bang Pokemon, where's the real?
I'm 100% on board with that.
Next gen Pokemon Team Goons.
Well, Plasma was
already
the
had
only
Goons.
team though that like actually did their goal, wasn't it?
Right. That's what I'm saying. Well, no, I'm saying Magma, Aqua, and Galactic are the only ones that got away with it.
Right.
In the anime, Flare kind of started what they wanted to, but that was also a terrible team.
Lysandra was cool, but then I don't know.
And then there was what's it called?
Skull sucked. Yell sucked.
Skull was just like literally gangsters. They like
Star, I assume, is gonna suck whenever that comes out. And yeah, Team Rocket was garbage.
Yeah.
Plasma like got there, and then they were like, "Oh my god, what did we do? We need to not do this."
They fumbled the bag.
Pretty much.
And then Neoplasma happened, and Getz's almost killed you, and then Aspole from then.
Yeah,
I think the Pokemon villains are arguably worse than, and I know this one's gonna get me heat, than Sephiroth.
No, because Sephiroth actually did some scum shit.
He literally murdered.
Did, but I still don't think.
Straight up.
Yes, but I still don't think that Sephiroth is even that bad of a villain. I really don't.
He didn't.
I mean, what's worse
kill
than
Aerith, at least. We could agree on that. It was a non-fatal stab. And then
really?
Cloud drowned her.
Cloud drowned her.
Oh. I don't know anything about Final Fantasy, so you could be duping me. I don't know.
It's not like confirmed.
He literally could have just popped out a Phoenix down and been done with it. No.
Well, that too, right?
That
like
too, yes.
The logic is that like that's like Pokemon dying, right? You could use a revive. Like no Pokemon's really dying, right?
Well, they're knocked out. They're not dead.
Right. So, but they shouldn't use revive. They should do like resuscitate. A little different.
It should just be a potion then. But like the ghost Pokemon at the Death Tower in whatever town, Lavender Town,
right?
Like they could use a revive.
the real villains is Pokemon Company for for releasing like the death sounds in Lavender Town.
Oh yeah, that made
the
kids like actually play
died.
Sudoku. Yeah,
Yeah, the jank release of Scarlet and Violet, and actually not Scarlet and Violet for being jankiness. They're the real villains.
right.
Do you think Link ever had like the wand? This is kind of off topic, but I'm looking at your poster, Derek. Do you think Link ever wanted to like kiss the King of Red Lions? Because it was like a mount. He could have done stuff. Like, what could the boat actually do in response?
Oh, Link was slamming bitches in the boat, and the King of Red Lions was like, "Don't worry, I won't make us mount." And he's just like slowly turning his head. The girl's like, "What was that?" He's like, "Oh, don't worry, it was a wave." And then he would like push her out of the boat and use the Wind Waker and like teleport away. I gotta go.
Yeah, here, bitch. But then like a year later, you run into her again. She has a kid, and you teleport again. You're like,
I gotta go save the world.
I thought you already killed Gan. Wait, is Link a villain? He actually murks, like he straight up murders Ganondorf.
He's just like stuck in a time loop. Like it's not his fault. Same thing as Ganon though. It's not like his fault. They're just like stuck in this time loop of always having to fight and kill each other or whatever.
Right. I'm just thinking about the Red Lion, just looking back.
Yeah.
Rocking the boat. Rocking the boat.
Right.
What about any of the women in what's it called? Harvest Moon that didn't want to wed me? I'm pretty pissed off about it. I think they're villains. I think that denying me,
you giving them the right gift.
How about any gift, you selfish bitch? Like the fact I'm giving you anything is more than enough for you. Like oh wait, you only want a certain gift? Well, sorry, I can't read your fucking mind. So just accept the fact that I got you a gift out of the kindness of my heart. I'm a fucking farmer. I'm making like $9 an hour.
My uncle left me this farm after he tragically died, and I don't know how to farm. I've never farmed a day in my life.
Right.
I'm learning.
All I want is one day of coochie. One day.
Right. Just let me release inside you, and then I'll feel better about my crops not growing. Like Jesus, I can't even grow a potato.
I'm starving.
Right.
Just water your plants, bro.
Yeah, let me water my dick inside you, and then I'll water my plants.
Wow.
Oh my oh my god. I'm just what about Rob when he's just a mean jerk to me and doesn't say nice things? I feel like he's a villain.
You after.
I feel like he's the villain of Goons Games and Gear.
Rob is?
Yeah, because he all he does is like, I'll be like, hey, you're hot, and he'll be like, shut the hell up, I hate you. But Derek says like, oh, you're a cutie, and he's like, ooh, like, for anyone who's listening audibly, he's giving me 2 giant middle fingers, which honestly I don't appreciate.
Right.
Yeah, so don't be like that, okay?
Shut up, you stinky loser.
Why?
What about the creeper from Pac-Man?
Huh?
See, I don't know because they immediately pay for their sins by dying. So, like, it's like, can you blame a wild animal for attacking you?
Right.
Yeah, I mean, kind of. I don't know. But is a creeper? I don't think a creeper is innately like bad. I think it doesn't know what the fuck it's doing, and then it just dies. But that doesn't apply to like the hornets or insects that sting you and die because they rub with their adamant. Those are villains. They hurt. I hate bees.
What about Dr. Wily?
Rob.
All they want to do is make a really cool.
I would
program.
still like to know what happened between the classic series that led into the X series. I'd love to know that because I know Dr. Wily made Zero.
Right.
Dr. Light made X.
Well, yeah, but Dr. Light found a program called Pocket P that Dr. Wily made, and it was a program, and he looked into it. It was he was trying to find a way to virtually fucking program. And so Dr. Light called him out on it, and Wily was just too embarrassed, and then kind of wanted to kill him because he found his secret fucking program.
That's basically the lore of Mega Man.
Yeah, isn't that? I'm pretty sure it's like spot on. There it is again. There it is. Good old Rob with his big old middle fingers. What did M. Bison do in Street Fighter? Like, why is he a villain? Like, did he actually do anything?
International Crime Organization, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah,
but that's just normal billionaires. They break laws all the time.
Right.
Well, there was like them chicks he abducted to be like replacement bodies in case.
Well,
his
no,
ever
I
gave
mean,
out.
Bison captures and
good
tortures
planning.
Ryu. He brainwashes
Ryu
Ken.
deserved it.
He murdered Chun-Li's father. He killed Guile's best friend. And yeah, he abducted teenage girls.
Who's Guile's best friend?
Me. Guile's a douche. He doesn't deserve a best friend. I'm good.
Yeah,
I'm glad they're dead.
Can't remember.
Bison's kind of a shithead.
But like, what it all? Maybe it was all in self-defense. We don't know. Like, what if maybe like?
I don't think it was in self-defense.
You never know. You never know. What about the banana peel and Mario Kart? I feel like he's actually like
the blue shell. Yeah, that's actually a villain.
Guile's best friend's name was Charlie.
Was he a fighter ever?
No, he was in the Air Force with Guile.
Did he crash his jet?
Why is there so much lore for
Guile,
a character we've never met?
Wait, did Guile's best friend die in the 2001 time frame? Did he in a plane of some sort?
No.
Was he controlled by Bison? Oh, okay.
A certain commercial flight.
Oh god. I'm sorry, I can't stop thinking about that.
What about Sans from Undertale?
I mean, he attacks you if you murk all his friends and family, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so like, is he really a bad guy?
No, he's out for revenge.
Right.
Revenge to the revengeing.
Yeah.
What about King K. Rool? Did he actually ever do anything wrong? Like,
he's like D. He's like a joke. Like, nobody takes him seriously. He stole the magic banana in the movie where DK raps. So that was kind of cool.
Yeah, but like, is it stealing if you're just hungry? Like,
right.
He just wants
I don't
food.
think it is.
Right. It's just like, it's not really fair.
What about what's the witch's name in Banjo-Kazooie? Grunty. Yeah.
She's more of a bitch. I mean, she was trying to steal your younger sister's looks.
Right.
Although if you ever got a game over, you actually saw what happened, and it's like a grotesque monster thing. So, I never really faulted her. I mean, we all want to look better, particularly me. But it's like she just wanted to, look a little nicer. She could use skincare or something, but she didn't. So that's kind of on her.
Right.
I'm not sure she's a villain. Who's also a villain? Rob, for stealing my heart. It was unwarranted, but he did it.
No, you give it to Rob.
I'm such
freely
a villain. I got it twice.
No, you give your heart freely, and he tries to give it back. That's not villainous. That's
no. He doesn't give. He never. Rob's a meanie head.
I've been trying to give it back to you, and you insist on it, and I'm not okay with that. Take it back. It's not mine. It's yours.
What about Dr. Octopus? Is he really a bad guy?
Dr. Octagonopus?
Yeah, like, I mean, he was just trying to make his like sun collider thing. And for all we know, it could have ended up perfect, like good. So maybe Spider-Man's the villain.
Hey guys, what about Makarov?
You know, the no Russian guy?
Yeah.
He's fine. He didn't do anything wrong.
Okay, I didn't.
I
didn't
He's
think
the guy who shoots you.
Commander Shepard. Yeah, Commander
Shepard. Yeah.
Yeah, he's actually a villain. That was like actually such a heartbreaking scene.
That was a great
as a
plot
kid.
twist.
Yeah. Oh, it really was.
Everyone forgot like a fart in the wind. I'm like, damn, making Stinky sound epic. Like true villain.
Fart with reverb.
True terrible person.
Fart with reverb. Huh. What about Mickey and Epic Mickey? I feel like he was like ruining what's his name's plan, Oswald's plans, like to kind of revive like everyone who just haven't gotten any like love in the last like 10 years. You know,
Right? Oswald was the original mascot, and Mickey came along. So
right. So like, really, Mickey's the bad guy.
Yeah,
you know, it makes me sick. I actually have a suspicion, a conspiracy theory that Toadsworth is actually a villain. I think he's an inside agent for Bowser. Like, how else?
That's why he doesn't appear all at like he's not always there, and he was on the plane when it hit the.
You see the photo, someone's parachuting.
Delfino Plaza.
Oh, Delfino Plaza. Okay, I thought you meant something else. So.
No. He might have been on that one too. I'm just saying, we've seen him once on a plane, and never again. That plane disappeared.
BioShock. What was
Ryan? Brian.
No,
Ryan.
Ryan. Will do kindly.
Andrew Ryan.
That's it.
What about him from BioShock?
I mean, all he did was just say some sexy words to you. Is that really a crime?
That's what I'm asking. See, we're at the point where we're not talking about villains, right? We're debunking what is and what isn't villainous actions.
Yeah, we probably should have went with that then. Yeah, I mean,
right.
Like we're
right. I mean, and that's why Sephiroth is not a villain. He's just mad that he's a test tube baby and doesn't have a mom and dad.
Right.
Damn. Same.
You're a test tube baby too?
I believe so. There's some. You know, it's weird. I was raised by 4 parents. But it checks out.
Checks out.
Oh my god. Sorry, that's playing comments. I'm still like laughing about that. I mean, like, it is like Mario keeps Peach away from Bowser, so he might even be a villain.
Right.
What's his name?
I love the guy in Heavy Rain.
Oh.
I love the guy named
Guy.
The guy.
Sorry, my internet's
the guy, the dude, the guy.
Who kidnaps the son, and just like the way he's gonna kill him is by drowning him in a storm drain while it rains. The origami killer.
Oh really?
My god, so cool! What a cool
But they deserve it.
The kid probably. He didn't listen to his dad at the mall. Look, I'm just saying, Jason should have stayed by his dad and wouldn't have gotten hit by that car.
He should have stayed by his dad.
I was, when I was listening, I thought you meant it was another adult. I didn't know it was going to be
it was a child. Yeah.
Oh no, it was his son. Yeah.
Damn. You actually see him drown a child? That's pretty hardcore.
I think if you fail the QuickTime events, one of the death things is he just drowns.
Huh.
So
that's pretty hardcore.
That game's great though. I'll have to play that.
I never played it, so it'd definitely be fresh to me. I'll
watch you play it. You'll see the Jason meme. Jason.
Wait, he just says, is that it?
He runs around the mall. He's like, Jason. Just different tones and pitches. So,
so he gets abducted, I guess? Is that what happens?
The first son gets hit by a car.
Yeah.
So he has 2 sons.
He had. Yeah.
Oh, damn. This is a dark game.
Yeah. It's very good. You can save the last one, though. It's fine.
Wait, what?
It comes out.
Hold on.
There's
a way. So he has 3 kids then?
No, there's 2. The second one.
The second one you can save.
Okay.
Depending on your choices and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. What if I ignore every activity and go out for ice cream or
he's gone. He's gone. Yeah. You know, honestly, the ice cream's probably worth it. Probably worth more of your time.
I know we talked about Link, but
ice cream.
No. What about is Dark Link an actual other
Well, all of Zelda 2 is a villain because it shouldn't exist.
It's
the game itself is a villain because it's a monstrosity.
True.
Yeah.
I had a really, really good one and I just forgot it. No. Oh no, I forget. Why did you make me forget?
Because I'm the real villain.
I was gonna say. Damn it! It was like a mind twister. It was all levels kind of genius, and now it's gone forever. Was it Zelda related? No. I don't remember. Come on, Rob. Remind me. What was it?
I don't remember.
We were talking about
The Origami Killer.
the Origami Killer.
Yeah, but like it was nothing related to that. I forget why it came up. Man, this is bull crap. I worked so hard, and this is what I get. Nothing.
Yep. Welcome to being an adult.
I hate it. I want a fucking refund.
Yeah.
What about
What about? I was gonna say, what about GameStop in general?
Yes.
Are they just like?
Yes.
They just.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
We should make that should be our first video game we make. Like it's called like Game Go, and it's just you fighting this corporation for like better work.
It's Potsamag. I already use it in a D&D campaign that I've made. It's GameStop backwards, and they are the real villain.
I could see that. Rob, who's the villain in your life? My drinking problem.
I'm not at liberty to discuss that publicly.
That's fair. I was gonna say it might be your silver, sexy hair, but Derek, who's the villain in your life? Mine's Rob.
Yeah, I'd say like crippling debt.
Capitalism. That's the
Capitalism.
real.
Yeah,
The
the
real
government.
villain.